home of Jonathan Shatke, the Wizard Wombat. Things are still a little bit up in the air because, well, moved into a new place less than a week ago, and we're still trying to get everything unpacked. Anyway, I got a little bit of an accusation. That's not what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. And that is that I got called a Nazi for, well, being forthright and clear about how many people were possibly even put into the concentration camps in Germany in World War II. And being accurate about facts does not make me a Nazi. Any murder is a murder and wrong. It doesn't matter whether it's done by a government, a private person, or a terrorist organization like Hamas. Now, as far as things go, the Middle East is a shit show. So many countries over there are diverse. Diversity is not a strength. Diversity is a society destroying weakness. And because of that, the Middle East cannot have peace, will not have peace, and the only thing that can come close to bringing peace to the Middle East is secessions. But governments, as one would expect, resist violently any attempt at secession. Now, not supporting either side in a fight between two assholes does not mean you support one asshole or the other. Okay? Let's be clear about this. I do not support Hamas because they're assholes. They want to see Jews get killed. I do not support the IDF because they've done a bunch of asshole things too. Although, to be honest, if you get a rocket shot from your apartment building and you don't fucking beat that fuckhead up yourself, drag him out into the street over to the authorities and say, this is the fuckhead who shot a rocket, you deserve your apartment building getting destroyed because you've got to take that action. Right? No matter how violent that asshole who shot the rocket, who obviously is violent, you've got to take that action. If you have to shoot him yourself, you've got to stop it. You can't let rockets get shot out of your apartment building. It's not safe. Because when rockets get shot from somewhere, rockets get return fired to somewhere. The same thing with artillery. If somebody's using the courtyard of your apartment complex, like in Ukraine, for an artillery site, you either hightail it with everything you can carry, or you shoot the assholes. You don't just sit quietly by while people put your life at risk. You either flee, fight, or fly. So anyway, The same thing with the Ukraine war. The Ukrainians are Nazi assholes. They've got a real Nazi problem. They've had a Nazi problem for decades. But the Russians are also assholes. Now, in this case, the Russians are supporting someone who wanted to secede. And most secessionist movements don't get the backing of a major player on the world stage. And Russia most certainly is one. And Russia is going to clear Ukraine from the Donbass and from the other territories that didn't secede until a little later, like the southern part, like the area of Ukraine south of the Dnieper River, against the Black Sea. Had Ukraine made peace and allowed them to secede peacefully in 2014, Russia would not be there at all. And Ukraine would still have the territory from the Dnieper to the Black Sea in the rest of Ukraine. But the United States government said, oh yeah, you can totally take Russia. We'll back you up. And Zelensky believed them. And they've sent hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians to die. And it's horrible. In Ukraine, the Russians are the least asshole people there. In Israel, the IDF is the least asshole people there. But the United States has no business being in either place or supporting either side in either of those conflicts. It will not topple the West to have Ukraine split up. It will not topple the West to have Gazans get their just desserts for not taking care of their own dirt. And I highly resent my unelected overlords in Washington stealing my money in order to send it over to either place. So put that in your